today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pick.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. 3rd down. Now Wentz fighting through pressure. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. The 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. That's the end of the
ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run it with Jacobs. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcon 16. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Slant pass to Bull. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's able to put it through. 5 plays there on that drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it.
Bradley Pinion
set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. To return, here's Agnew. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
10-10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run a set.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun. Wentz. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to make the play, Joejuan Williams. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Whoa.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Doing my guy.
They'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First down and goal to go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
17. Set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Saints, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.